start of the tournament here. We're going to have our first series between Knuschelbär and KickAss. It's going to be a best of 5. And let's go ahead and get right into this. So map for game 1 is going to be Bering Strait. And let's go ahead and spin the wheel for Knuschelbär. Let's see what civilization Knuschelbär gets here in game number 1. Knuschelbär getting the French civilization. We got the AoE3 trolls, of course. Alright, Knuschel getting the French, and let's go ahead and spin it for KickAss. Let's see what civilization KickAss gets here. KickAss getting the Dutch civilization. Alright guys, I'm really excited to be bringing you guys this tournament. This is going to be a ton of fun. So we have a $500 prize pool, which is going to be divided between the top 8 players. There's 32 people in this tournament, so we have a 32-man bracket. It's going to be a ton of fun. I'm going to be casting, throughout the entire month of June, so there's going to be a ton of content to put on for this whole month. And in my streams, obviously, I'll be casting all these games live on my Twitch channel. So if you guys are watching this on YouTube, I'll have the links down below to find my Twitch channel. Alright, and I think these players are going to stick with this. I think they know, but alright, we're going into this. So each player does get 1 civ respin per series. This is a best of 5, but players decided to click into it. And if you guys don't know, the rules for this entire tournament is random map with 0 vetoes and random civs throughout the entire tournament. Like I said, in each series, each player gets 1 civ respin, but neither player decided to use it here in game 1. So here we go, getting into game 1 in the GUA June 2020 sub tournament. Let's do it. Let's go. Alright, so we have KickAss here in the light blue up top, playing as the Dutch civilization, and Knuschelbär down and bottom in the green, playing as the French civilization. Looks like it is a 200 wood start, so we have Knuschelbär immediately going for a trading post, and then just tasking his villagers to gather some wood there so he can get that house up. And KickAss, not going to be going for a TP, with Dutch, but he does get this 40 wood treasure. So he'll be looking pretty good here. I'm not sure who the wood start favors more here. I mean, French. It's always nice with French to be able to get your trading post up, but I guess getting the wood allows Dutch to kind of get things moving a little bit quicker. Potentially get banks up quicker in H2. And not going for the trading post does give you more time to go for treasures. However, with that being said, it looks like KickAss found this treasure. I was about to say it looked like he was doing a weird scouting pattern, but no, he's found this 85 wood. So this would actually be really nice. KickAss got a 40 wood treasure. Knuschel also got a 40 wood, so that kind of cancels it out, them out. But like I was gonna say, getting a 40 wood treasure and then getting an 85 wood treasure, that's really nice. There are a lot of really good treasures on this map, a lot of wood treasures. So here's the 95 wood, which is very nice for Knuschel, which looks like. Could definitely potentially get that. Looks like Knuschel is passing up this wood treasure for now, but instead going for the food treasure. So he wants to get that age up a little bit quicker, and he's not prioritizing the wood. That's interesting, and but yeah, I like that probably because yeah, he could get this wood treasure, but there's nothing. He wouldn't be able to use it immediately. There'd be no benefit in it, immediately from getting that treasure. So if he gets a food treasure, that's going to allow him to get up to H2 quicker, and he can kind of benefit from the treasure quicker. So smart play there from Knuschel. And obviously, we talk a little bit about these players. Knuschelbär, very good player. One of the top players basically in the world, top 10. People would say at least top 10. So very talented player. And KickAss not quite on the same caliber as Knuschel, but KickAss still definitely a really good player. Sits more so maybe around top 20, like top 30 or so level. People would I guess estimate at. So definitely a talented player, but he's got his work cut out for him here playing versus Knuschel. So we'll have to see what KickAss can try to pull off here in this series. And it looks like a little bit of a lag spike there, but KickAss picking up another 40 wood treasure. Both of these players are now about to click up to H2. Both players just shipped their regular villager shipments in H1. Nothing crazy going on. 40 wood treasure here. Knuschelbär is walking past. Let's see if he goes for that crack shot there. That 95 wood treasure is still sitting there on the ground. Oh, I did put on Fog of War. Wow, I looked like I didn't do the Fog of War, but it's just that, you know, both players have 2 scouts, so like almost the entire map is scouted. With like very little, you know, black. Alright, so let's see what Knuschel's going for here. A lot of villagers on wood. Looks like he is going for the market here. You know, standard stuff. Meanwhile, KickAss herding in some of his for further hunts, using 2 villagers here to really start herding these ones in. And I think we're going to see this first bank coming down in just a second here. It looks like we do have a little bit of a fight here. And KickAss's Explorer is lower health here, so I think KickAss is probably going to want to retreat here eventually. And there we go, first bank does come down. 2 villagers building the first bank out here, doing a pretty nice wall structure here. Base building, you know, can be quite important in AoE 3, but especially with Dutch. It really shows with the Dutch civilization, since they're such a defensive and like turtley civ. Building like walls with your buildings is so important with the Dutch civilization. So we're seeing KickAss do a pretty good job of that right here. He's got a house up and then the bank right there, so it kind of closes off this. And then you have the trees providing like a natural wall, and then a small gap here where maybe he'll put a house to close that up all the way. It's pretty well built there. It looks like Knuschel is actually just building his market further out to get line of sight, so he's not, you know, quite going for that like wall play you wouldn't really expect with the French civilization. And yeah, okay guys, so we're still snared here, trying to retreat the opposite way, kinda taking a stranger out there. And that's not, you want to keep, yeah, this is actually not good. I'm not sure what KickAss is doing. You really want to keep the Explorer alive because the French native is still alive. So in your head, when you're playing versus French, you need to know, like, did I kill the native yet, or is he still alive? Like, you have to use your Explorer to find the native because he could be so valuable being in stealth mode, invisible. But KickAss is like, for some reason, sent his Explorer away from his town center. His Explorer is like low health, dying right now, but he was like right here, and then he went away from his TC. So definitely a questionable move there from KickAss. I don't know why he didn't need to lose his Explorer in the first place. He should have tried to get him unsnared and could have saved the Explorer. But also, if he was going to lose his Explorer, he could have lost his Explorer like on top of his TC. But instead, he lost his Explorer way out here. So and now Knuschel, from getting that trade, he's going to get a free like 80 coin treasure. So it's a little things like that you know add up quite a bit. And it looks like Knuschel's going for some little slightly cheeky play here with the proxy barracks here. Pikes are coming out, and this is actually really nice by KickAss. Knuschel looking away for too long, and that was actually really well played by KickAss, getting the Hussars onto the Pikes before the Pikes can react. And you just had 5 Hussars kill 5 Pikes with 1 Hussar only, you know, about a third health. That was an extremely good trade there for KickAss. Knuschel was sleeping a little bit there with his Pikes. And it looks like KickAss shipped a bank wagon as his first H2 shipment and then followed up with 700 wood. He is on 2 banks right now. Does have his stable and no market upgrades quite yet. Meanwhile, Knuschel actually went for 700 wood and then the villagers, so that allowed him to get the Pikes out, you know, kind of soon there, but deviating a little bit from the standard French play. He does have steel traps and placer place mons at this point in time. And Cav are moving in looking for a raid here. And yeah, this is quite nice from KickAss here. Knuschel moving his Pikes in, but obviously a bit slower, taking some time there. Oh, he's going to get him. He should be able to get that Vill. Nice. KickAss picking off a villager there. Very nice pickup there. And looking at the recalculate eco in there, look at that. KickAss getting out just before the Hussars pop. But Knuschel is sending his Huss right away and also sending the Pikes, so this could potentially be a bad trade for KickAss if he gets caught here. He'll have to be really careful. Well, looking at the recalculate eco, KickAss is up 2 villagers currently in the recalculate eco. He does pick up his Explorer, which is nice. But you just lose him right away here. Pole trick him. And we got 5 more hustlers out for KickAss. So KickAss may get a really good catch here. And this could be huge. Oh man, if you would have baited him and caught that with the crossbows moving in too. Even now, still, the pikes are still pretty far away. And this could be very good for KickAss. Oh, and 8 pikes even shipped. Wow, this is actually looking amazing for KickAss right now. If he cleans up this army, which I think he will, pikes are going to force him to retreat a bit. But if KickAss just chases this army down, this would be massive. This could be a massive loss for Noosh to a point where, like, I don't know how he would recover from this. KickAss really just needs to force this fight, like, go all in. Like, he's letting Noosh escape way too much here, I think. There are reinforcing huts here for Noosh, but, oh man, it really felt like KickAss wanted to really force that fight. But, I mean, he's still in a decent spot. But now it's a little bit worse. There are skirms out. But it feels a lot worse fighting now than it did, you know, just like 30 seconds ago. Yeah, now it's actually like neutral favored. It looks like KickAss really kind of missed his timing there, not connecting with the snare. That could have went significantly better. But still, even with that being said, it's a pretty even trade for the most part. And then reinforcing skirmishers here. But now it is going to go in favor of neutral here, and now these skirmishers are exposed. And yeah, that was definitely a good trade for Noosh. KickAss definitely had a chance, an opportunity there, but it just looked like he missed his timing by, I don't know, just slightly not connecting that snare soon enough, and then perhaps stayed too long. And like I said, KickAss, he just let his explorer, you know, die extremely carelessly, and that just allows a stealth native to be hanging out here at all times, knowing exactly what's going on. You cannot underestimate the power of the stealth native. Yeah, KickAss was looking pretty hot there for a while, but did not go his way. Had a bad trade there. He is up 1 villager. He goes basically even. Looks like both players are committed to the H2 here. 3 more, or it's a 3 husk shipment. The 3 husks KickAss. I'm not sure how many, but still, it's a lot of husks from Noosh and some crossbows just to provide some extra fire there. Looks like the Explorer is bought back. And Miniman call. This could be a good trade here. Snares connected. Miniman really getting in there, trying to put as many shots in as possible. And yeah, I mean, Noosh was not retreating at all, keeping his expos here. So all in all, this was probably a pretty good trade for KickAss here. And even more Hustlers going to completely clean this up now. All in all, I think that was a pretty good trade. Pretty good Miniman call there. He's not using his Explorer though, like he should. I mean, I don't know. I guess he's putting shots in, but his Explorer's not tanking at all. He wasn't connecting with snare. Like, you buy your Explorer back, you really want to use that guy. And he didn't really use him that much in that fight. He had him in the back line, just shooting, not taking any damage at all. When the Explorer can be a giant tank with 500 health, and you know units don't have bonus against it. So, but potentially getting another French villager here is huge. Noosh is about to hit IH3 here, forcing a Miniman call it. And yeah, KickAss can just retreat. It probably saves that villager, perhaps. But I mean, that's a pretty nice play right there from KickAss, forcing that Miniman. But KickAss actually just resigning here. Felt like it was over with Noosh being H3. I mean, I feel like he should definitely have kept playing. Probably a bit favored here for Noosh. KickAss is up 2 villagers. But, you know, an age behind and nowhere near aging to H3, just felt like he couldn't keep playing. So game 1's going to go to Noosh. That was a pretty good game. I mean, that was a close one. There was definitely a point where it looked really good for KickAss, and like he potentially could have had a really good catch where he could have won the game. So, I mean, I'm happy with that first game. KickAss did make it pretty close. Take a quick look at some post-game stats here. Alright, but yeah, that's it for game 1. We're going to hop into game 2 here. Alright, game 2 is going to be played on New England. I forgot to do this for the start. I should have done this for game 1. Alright guys, we're about to get into game 2 here. Game 2 in the best of 5 is going to be played on New England. And what are we about to do?
DJ, spin that shit!
DJ, spin that shit. let's go ahead and spin the civ wheel here. Let's see what civ Knuschel gets here in game number 1. Number 2. Game number 2, Knuschelbär getting the Dutch civilization. Let's go ahead and spin it for KickAss. Let's see what civ KickAss gets here in game number 2. KickAss getting India. Like I said, both players do have 1 civ respin per series. This is a best of 5. Damn it, can I put a... There we go. Yeah, I forgot about that option. There we go. Alright, so KickAss deciding to use his civ respin. Let's go ahead and spin that wheel. Let's see what civilization KickAss gets here in game number 2. KickAss getting the Dutch civilization. Of course he's listening. Alright, so we're going to have a Dutch mirror here. Alright guys, we're getting into game 2 here in this best of 5 between Knuschelbär and KickAss. KickAss initially got the India civilization, but he decided to use his 1 civ respin, and we've respun the wheel, and KickAss got Dutch, so we have a Dutch mirror here in game 2 being played on New England. So let's see what KickAss can make happen here in game 2. Oh god, there's another gold mine missing. This time I think it's Knuschel's missing one. Let's see. Oh wait, actually, no, it's good. Yeah, it's good. Okay, it looked like Knuschel was missing mine, but he's not. I think his second mine's just a bit further. Alright, so we're gonna roll with it, man. We're rolling with it. Alright, Knuschelbär finding a 95 wood right away. Very nice. KickAss getting a native food treasure right off the bat. That's pretty nice in itself, but 95 wood probably a bit better there. Let's see what Knuschelbär does with this 95 wood. So he decided to go for a market here, and looks like he's this is going to allow him to get hunting dogs. Meanwhile, KickAss just starting with a house. So yeah, we're seeing 2 very different openings here from in a Dutch mirror. And yeah, I think Knuschel's went with that market because he saw that 95 wood treasure so early that it allowed him to get hunting dogs. So a very nice adaptation there from Knuschel. And also 100 wood treasure, 100 food treasure. Could be really nice if he gets that one. So this is quite an interesting map, as you guys know, or as you perhaps don't know. There's a lot of water here on New England. There is a lot of fish here and a couple whale spots, so you could always go fishing. Obviously, fishing isn't huge with the Dutch civilization. And then there's a small island, but there's also these middle ponds here that these ponds don't have any fish, but you can ship boats into these ponds, which is very common on this map, just to gain map control and kind of hold down the TP line and just hold down some of the resources here. So. We'll have to take a look at these players' decks here in a second and see if you know, they have those bolt cards to potentially ship into the ponds there. Let's take a look at Knuschelbär's deck, and yeah, so you're seeing no H2, 2 caravels, but he does have the 3 warships here, and then also the 1 frig. So he's prepared for it. He's ready. Let's take a look at KickAss. Yeah, KickAss basically same story, except KickAss does have the 2 caravels. Also is a church card here. 3 villagers coming in for Knuschel. Here's a treasure contention. Looks like KickAss is going to get it, so that's very nice. 100 food going to KickAss. Ooh, and KickAss may get the Explorer. He should. One more shot's going to do it. Oh, is he just out of line of sight? I think he should track him down, though. It's going to... Oh, man. Is he escaping? 6 health. Oh, right there he turned. That was a bad turn from Knuschel. Oh, Knuschel, you messed it up, dude. You shouldn't have died there. He went from, like, he was beelining it, and then he took a fucking angle. Yeah, KickAss is right to say thank you, to be honest. He could have kept squeezing through here. Went ahead and moved his sheep, but yeah, so that's nice little XP there for KickAss. Obviously not a huge deal. The Explorer dies right underneath the Knuschel's taunt center, so he'll get his Explorer back, you know, right away when he hits H2, but just a little bit of XP going to KickAss. Little things are always nice. But looking at the difference, like I said, Knuschel started with a market in age 1, so he was able to get that hunting dogs really early. Meanwhile, KickAss, no market at all, and he's just gathering for banks here. So yeah, that's actually really big. Like, it's gonna be a long time before KickAss has hunting dogs. Meanwhile, Knuschelbär is gonna have his villagers, you know, gathering with hunting dogs for a long time, while obviously KickAss doesn't. So that's a pretty big difference there. Like, that's gonna make up a lot of food. First bank is going up for KickAss here. It does come up sooner than Knuschelbär's, however. Both players aging up with the 400 wood politician, which you would expect, just standard stuff here. And KickAss able to get a little native warrior there, so do a little bit more scouting there. We could potentially go aggressive on this villager. Knuschel just getting a 40 XP treasure there, and it looks like we have a deer hanging out inside a gold mine. How did that guy get in there? And yeah, KickAss does actually find this villager, so this is smart stuff from KickAss. It's definitely a bit annoying, but looks like KickAss, he's using it as Explorer. He puts his Explorer in melee mode, which allows the Explorer to snare the villager and slow the villager down. So now the villager can't retreat as fast, and meanwhile Tomahawk's throwing his axes at this villager, and if Knuschel doesn't do something, he's going to lose this villager, and I don't know, finally he's reacting, but it seems like he's reacting so late. This villager's going to die unless of great. Wow, that's big. A villager just going down. KickAss saying, damn, that's surprising. I mean, Knuschel's a very talented player, really good reaction time and stuff, but he just, I mean, I don't know if I'm not really sure what he was doing there. Just let that villager die when he really shouldn't have died, so that was really big. I mean, just getting a 1 vill kill at, you know, before 6 minutes in the mirror is quite significant, to be honest. So now KickAss is going to have the better economy for essentially like the rest of the game, or until Knuschel finds a way to, you know, surpass him in some way. So both players shipping 700 wood first as their H2 shipment, and then following up with a bank. So we're seeing mirrored builds here. KickAss is building a market with the 700 wood, and he'll start working on his market upgrades here. KickAss on 4 banks are now established, and Knuschel has 4 banks himself, and Knuschel's now putting up a stable here. Knuschel continuing to move around with his Explorer and the Tomahawk here. Envoy doing a little bit of scouting for Knuschel. Finding another villager this time. Knuschel's not messing around though, pulls him back. We do probably have some Huss and Q though, so this Explorer and Tomahawk could be threatened here if some Huss pop out. And 600 wood coming in for Knuschel here. So both players on 4 banks, and KickAss adding a 5th bank here. So take a look at a market upgrades. KickAss yet to have any market upgrades, not even hunting dogs or placer mines. Meanwhile, Knuschel getting that hunting dogs at 1 minute 16, and then the placer mines at 6:51. So KickAss does have 5 banks, which is obviously very nice to Knuschel's 4, but he's missing out on the eco upgrades. Not sure who's favored more here. Looking at the recalculated eco, KickAss is ahead here by 6, which is very significant in a mirror. And we have a barracks now going down for Knuschel. KickAss is snaring the Explorer here. Let's see, is anything in queue? That stable has been up for a long time, but Knuschel decided not to make any cav, using it more as a defensive. But kind of, you could argue that it was wasted wood, as it could have been potentially a 5th bank or like steel traps, but it just went up 200 wood, just basically went idled for a long time there. And that KickAss now finally getting his market upgrades. He's got hunting dogs there at 731, and now getting great coats. Tomahawk does go down. Knuschel does hit H3. Gonna save his Explorer here. And oh, actually that's KickAss's Explorer that's low, who's actually unfortunately gonna die in the back of Knuschel's base, which is definitely a bit sad there. And it's gonna be really hard to get this guy back, unless if you obviously pay for it. So there's 3 cav, looks like 3 cav were trained. Neither player with steel traps. KickAss no placer mines, but he does have 5 banks. Knuschel sitting on the 4 banks. KickAss starting to herd some of these further hunts here. And we'll have to see, how do these players open up? There we go, steel traps not coming in for Knuschel. How do these players open up with their first H3 shipment? Are we going to see, 1,000 wood? Walls coming down from Knuschel, which perhaps may indicate 1,000 coin and FI. You could potentially see boats, for map control. I don't think we would see that quite yet, but or we're going to see some aggressive units. So KickAss making Reuters and skirms. KickAss, kind of going aggressive. And this is be huge. This is nice. KickAss using his envoy, which is obviously smart, trying to see what's going on. 1,000 food actually out of Knuschel. So yeah, Knuschel's going for this FI, but it looks like KickAss is going to identify this pretty quickly. He sees these walls, so this should indicate, be an alarm for KickAss that, something's going on here. You got to be thinking potentially FI, or just extremely, greedy eco. So we'll have to see how KickAss decides to respond to this. He drops down a 2nd barracks and looks like he's going to try to push with racks and stable here. Hussar's just patrolling these gold mines here. And look at the next hunts for Knuschel. The hunts are kind of far out there. He's still got a decent amount here, I suppose. And then always berries, but the next hunt is a little bit out there. But if Knuschel, starts hurting it and just kind of gets control, he could control it. We'll see. But look at these Huss raids, very nice. Oh, wait a minute, Reuters popping out. Let's take a look at units lost to see if KickAss lost any villagers there. He did not. Just lost some gathering time. It's going to be nice catching these Hussars here. Steel traps now in for both players. KickAss still no placer mines, but he's got the 5 banks, so I suppose he's deciding to go without it. And while looking at KickAss's eco, what is he doing? I guess are we going to see 1,000 food come in for him and him follow up with the FI? Because he's floating 1,500 gold right now. And that's very nice, actually. He did pick up both of the Hussars, so KickAss is playing this quite well. One more Hussar moves in. Let's take a look at the health on these villagers. KickAss doing a very good job controlling villagers, keeping this villager alive. And this is going to be a 3rd Huss dying. So, yeah, really good stuff out of KickAss so far in this game, to be honest. Let's take a look at units lost here. KickAss has not lost anything. I don't know. I'm not sure why the Tomahawk isn't showing up. He lost the Treasure Guard in that Tomahawk, and his Explorer's dead. But other than that, essentially, kind of nothing lost for 1 villager and 3 Hussars. Not too shabby. However, Knuschel's about to hit age 3 right now, and that could get scary. KickAss shipped 8 skirms, and he's going to push, but at the same time, this could be a really strong push. Oh man, he got idled units though. Oh, that's a lot of idled skirms. Yeah, this could be scary for Knuschel, but I don't know, to be honest. I think Knuschel, he could just ship 2 heavy cannons and just be chilling, to be honest. And yeah, so many idle skirms right now. Looks like KickAss is dropping in artillery foundation and probably going to do some Colves. Man, he was floating 1,500 coin for a while. It looked like he let his macro slip quite a bit. Because he was floating so many res, I thought he was just going to follow Knuschel up to H4 but he continued to make units. But now, like, it slowed down KickAss's push by a significant amount. I mean, this could be a good trade though. Like, Knuschel's army's away. 2 heavy cannons are out on the field. This is going to be a good trade here for KickAss. So get a couple shots in at least. Another pretty decent trade there, but Knuschel retreating in time. Still getting another skirm though as Knuschel's forced to retreat. And yeah, I mean, if you get a couple, oh, these could be giant valleys if KickAss doesn't retreat here, doesn't see this in time. But it looks like he is gonna. Should be expecting those heavy cannons, or at least be aware of them. And let's take a look at units, little units in queue here. And yeah, we have 2 Culvs in queue, so I mean, KickAss is playing this really well. And if he controls his cannons well, he could have like very good trades against the heavy cannons, and kind of pick them up for free. Oh, only 2 though. Ah, man, it would have been really nice to have a 3rd Culver in there. 2 Culvs, it just feels, I don't know, 3 Culvs just feels, oh my god, oh, KickAss. Oh god. Oh no, no. Oh, KickAss was doing so good. He literally just lost like 10 skirmishers. That's like over 1,000 resources. Oh, KickAss was looking so good. If he would have got a 3rd Cold out and saved these skirms. Oh my god, another volley. This is very quickly becoming a disaster for KickAss. And now the Culvs are just getting sniped. 1 heavy cannon does go down, but so many skirmishers just got lost. And a Frigg does get shipped. That's a pretty nice shipment. Oh, another giant volley though. Oh, it could have went so much better for KickAss. He lost so many skirmishers before the fight started. And like I said, if you got 3 Culvs out, like with good Culv control, you could kill the heavy cannons like nearly for free, like easily pick them off kind of. But when it's a 2-on-2, it feels like an even fight. I don't know. I think the one like extra Culv, kind of feels like it swings it significantly. And now a factory being shipped for Knuschel while KickAss was shipped the Frigg. And now villagers exposed. KickAss was looking pretty good in a decent spot. But man, that went south pretty quickly there for him. And putting the Reuters in hand attack to snare the villagers. Now the skirmishers are here to finish them off. Every villager's going down there. And yeah, now it's looking quite one-sided. Military-wise, KickAss is actually up. Well, okay, no, it's dead even now. It's 65. But KickAss behind 6 villagers, and Knuschel up in age. Free getting some decent hits then. I mean, if KickAss can get a surround, I mean, he's not completely out of this game by any means. He definitely had some unfortunate trades, but he could still make something happen. Potentially even like a husk pop, or he's gonna go straight for the heavy cannon. Heavy cannon's gonna get 1 volley off. Oh my god, here's 2 more Culvs, but now they just kind of feel wasted. The 2 Culvs are out. I mean, decent volley there on the skirms. But man, only getting the 2 Culvs out initially, I hurt KickAss a lot there. And then obviously having his skirms get hit by the heavy cannons was rough. And Reuters going in hand attack. I mean, if you can trap these Reuters and allow the skirms to get shots in here, this could be quite nice for KickAss. But the skirms just aren't catching up. I feel like the unit control is a bit off here from KickAss. They're like very slowly catching up and not getting the shots in as efficiently as they could. But still, I mean, this is still like a trap. And this is actually pretty massive, getting these Reuters like trapped here. I mean, like I said, I think this could be going better for KickAss. Not like the best unit control with the skirmishers lagging behind a bit, but still, all in all, I think that is actually still a really good cleanup. Looking at KickAss's army now, it's very skirmisher heavy, so he'll have to take that into account and make sure he has enough anti-cav, as he has almost a pure skirm army now after that engage. He does have a decent amount of Reuters over here, so all in all, that kind of went pretty well for KickAss, I think. So let's reflect on this game here. We have 2 factories out though for Knuschel, And yeah, he's got 2 factories gathering here. He's at 70 recalculated eco compared to 51, which is just a massive difference. However, the frig is kind of nice here. Another heavy cannon is out, so these 2 culps were actually be pretty nice. In fact, looks like the factory was on the heavy cannons there. Tower coming down, and then a second stable here. Let's see if this heavy cannon gets this volley on the frig. Oh, look at that! Three ships being shipped here for KickAss. Yeah, I think KickAss really needs to make something happen, though. He needs to push. He's an age behind. He has the military advantage right now, slightly. And he does have map control, though, which could be really big. His Knuschel's like kind of really running out of map, and he's on berries at this point. Wow, dropping a dock. I guess to heal the boats. And oh, the heavy can or the culves, you're right there. Heavy cannon hanging out here. Let's see, is he gonna get another volley on the skirms? Upgraded skirms, very nice. Oh my god. He let these heavy cannons do way too much. Oh, a second heavy cannon, but here we go. Oh my god, get the ships in the fight. The culves are in good positioning, getting some pretty good volleys. Another giant heavy cannon volley. Oh, and the culves not doing what they need to be doing. Here we go, warships now coming in, getting some good shots in, but the culve control not very optimal there from KickAss. Another heavy cannon coming in, and KickAss just taking so much damage from these heavy cannons, and really unnecessary damage. Like he's gotten hit so many times by these heavy cannons when like he just really didn't need to. And that's really the major point in this game. That's the main thing to talk about, and the biggest turning point is how much damage these heavy cannons have done for Knuschel when, you know, they really shouldn't have been able to do that much when there were culves on the field and, you know, even ships here, and getting way more worth than, you know, way more value than they kind of really should have. But this is going to be a nice trade here for KickAss. Reuters going all in, very far in. Oh, Scream's got a fire. There we go. Still got a couple volleys off, though. And one heavy cannon is going to go down, I think, to the frig. He does kill one ship. I mean, honestly, if you're KickAss, I'd take that trade. Yeah, one of these ships for a heavy cannon, I'll take that. And like I said, Knuschel is running out of the map. Like, is he going to be placing a mill soon? Yeah, he's gathering wood. He's going to have to mill. And not that many upgraded skirms here. Oh, really, the skirms are really bunching up a lot for KickAss, though. KickAss is now up in score, and he shipped Cav Combat here. KickAss is looking good. I mean, look at all this hunt he has access to. KickAss will not... Oh, God. Oh. As I say that, look at all this hunt KickAss has access to. We look at this, and we see like 10 villagers on berries. Oh, okay, that's painful to see. When you got map control, use the map control. Gather the hunt. Don't gather the slow berries. But still, I mean, Knuschel's forced to mill soon, it looks like. He could just, you know, focus a lot, and perhaps make cannons himself. And he's also running out of gold here, too. This is actually his last gold mine, unless he's able to get further out on the map here. 2 heavy cannons now, though. And if we're going to try to retreat here, single culver, and KickAss really missing his batches here. He needs to prioritize his culverin batches a bit more. Like I said earlier on, when he only got 2 culvers out, and he should have had like at least 3. And basically same situation. He has another batch of culvers trained, but it's a single culve versus 2 heavy cannons. Like, and now it's gonna be a while before he can get more culverins, and we saw how much damage the heavy cannons did to KickAss earlier. And now the culve. I don't know about this positioning here for KickAss. Oh, it did! Wow! Okay, that was a long volley. The dock giving me a line of sight. That was actually really nice. I didn't expect that culve to get that shot. That looked like so long. It does get one shot on the other heavy cannon, but living with half HP there. Well, like I said, let's see what Knuschel's doing. I mean, he's on berries. He is not moving out on the map, though. Just being able to push out. Like, this is massive. It allowed Knuschel to get on this gold mine. Like, imagine if KickAss had, like, you know, 2 or 3 culverins there, he would have won the cannon war and then probably would be able to just fight this and continue to have map control where like it wouldn't allow Neutral to push out on the map. But and then all these villas would have to be on like wood. But instead we're seeing Neutral able to just gather gold. Very big engage here. Looks like a single heavy cannon here getting another giant volley on the skirms, man. This story in this game is the heavy cannons. And now KickAss losing more villagers here. Oh, and still a gold mine with over 1,200 gold. And he taps out. That was a really well played game there. But oh man, that was kind of painful to watch from KickAss's point of view. He definitely had a lot of opportunities there to win this game. But he just let it get out of hand. But I mean, at the same time, like I said, Neutral was one of the best players like in the world. KickAss making it very close and narrowly winning the game is you should feel pretty good about that. Not too many people can take a game off of Neutral or even make it like this close. But there we go, 2-0 to Neutral right now. This is a best of 5, so we are going to see some more here. And we'll take a quick look at post-game stats here. KickAss ultimately outgathering him by a decent margin there. Let's look at resources. 3,700. He got outgathered by almost 2,000 resources. Man, those heavy cannons. KickAss just took so much damage from those heavy cannons. Cannon control was just... Neutral's cannon control was on point, and KickAss's was just not. But that's going to be it for Game 2. We're beginning Game 3 here in just a minute. Alright guys, we're about to get into Game 3 here. Game 3 is going to be played on Manchuria. Let's go ahead and spin the wheel for Neutral. Let's see what civilization Knuschelbär gets here in Game number 3. Knuschelbär getting the Spanish civilization. Let's go ahead and spin the wheel for KickAss. Let's see what civilization KickAss gets here in Game number 3. KickAss getting the Japan civilization. Alright, so KickAss does not have a respin available. He already uses 1 civ respin, so he's going to be forced to play as Japan. Neutral does have a civ respin, so if he does want to respin, he can. But he's currently up 2-0, so he's sitting pretty comfortable here. KickAss pulling out the level 10 home city. Level 10 home city hype. Did he just make it? It looks like KickAss is... unfortunately, got a civ he is not very familiar with, and he does not have a civ respin available. Forced to pull out the level 10 home city. Alright, folks, we're getting into Game 3 here. Nothing happened. You don't know what happened. It didn't happen. We're just getting into Game 3. Cut it up for YouTube, and it never happened. Alright, guys, so we're getting into Game 3 here in this best of 5 between Knuschelbär and KickAss. Knuschelbär playing as the Spanish civilization and KickAss playing as the Japan civilization. KickAss already uses 1 civ respin, so he was not able to civ respin for the Japan here, and unfortunately he's not a Japan player, didn't even have a Japan home city made, so unfortunately he's playing with a level 10 home city, and obviously a civ that he's just not familiar with, but that's part of the tournament. That's the rules. Obviously the whole tournament is focused on the random civ, and obviously we can't change it for one player. Can't change the rules for one player, obviously. So we have KickAss playing as a Japan civilization here, and Neutral playing as a Spain, and we're on Manchuria. Alright, so let's see what KickAss goes here with the Japan. He's going to find a 40 wood treasure. Quite nice there. Take a look at Twitch chat here, maybe catch up on chat, see how you guys are all doing out there. And like I said, I don't know if anybody's available. It kind of be a long shot, but I definitely can stream another tournament series like immediately after this if by any chance there's 2 players that are both online and available to play. That would be amazing, but if not, all good. KickAss poofing back there, save his Explorer. Oh, looks like he's getting housed. Oh, you gotta do a shrine. Let's take a look at the units in queue. This KickAss idled already. He's got one villain queue, so he's okay right now. But I think he is gonna have some idle TC time. If it looks like, or maybe he'll be okay. Maybe he won't have any idle TC. Actually, I think he was actually okay there. Knuschel right in position to steal this treasure. I don't think KickAss is aware of it though. Big 85 wood treasure right there. KickAss very slowly working on this treasure while Knuschel's just chilling, ready to steal it. And there he goes. Knuschel gets the XP and steals the treasure. Oh, and then wow, KickAss starting this wood treasure right here. That's very brave. Little psycho move here. And now the Explorer getting attacked by a dog. Explorer will poof away though. And KickAss forced to give up on this treasure. Two big wood treasures right next to each other here. And looking at Knuschel's Explorer, full HP. He's going to be able to potentially get these treasures. It's going to be hard for KickAss to contest the treasures, as one of his Explorers is already very low and poof is on cooldown. And other Explorers half HP, so this could be quite nice for Knuschel here. KickAss shipping the two villagers first, so not going with the Carnimata, which we typically see, but not super unfamiliar. Oh, he doesn't have Carnimata in his deck. Going with that 15 card deck, and that's why we're not seeing Carnimata in Age 1. Like I said, KickAss unfortunately using a level 10 home city. He probably could have picked some cards and added some more cards to his deck, but I think he just went with whatever was currently there. So he's got 3 samurais. What will be his H2 shipment? 5 fishing boats, not bad on the water map. And we got the 3 war. What was this? 2 warships or something for 500 coin. What is this one? Unit upgrade changes the. This card unit upgrade changes the cost. Oh, is that the cost to upgrade units? That's a weird one. Pretty pointless. And let's see what. So we do have the Heavenly Kami. Unless this is the Carnimata. I always get the names mixed up with Jack. I think this is the Heavenly Kami. Wonder. So we just have a single shrine for KickAss here. Builds his second cherry orchard after doing some scouting with it. Knuschel building his first trading post in transition. Looks like Knuschel shipped ATP, so he's going to be going to lock down that 3 TP line. And meanwhile, KickAss scouting with his explorers here, trying to see what's going on. Don't house yourself as Japan. And let's see what KickAss's first shipment is here. Looks like KickAss slipping up on his macro a little bit. Doesn't have the wood available. Looks like he may be going for a fast fortress with this food being stacked, or not sure what KickAss's plan here is. Just he aged up and gave him some population. Toshiga Shrine gave him some more population there. And we do have a forward outpost here going down for Knuschelbär as he starts working on his 3 TP ATP. Explorer's fighting the dogs. The Explorer poofs back to save his life. The other one under threats. And the 3 samurai are shipped for KickAss here. But there's no other military units on the field. A little bit of a blunder from KickAss. He's got 3 samurais, but nothing else. We got a barracks now going down for KickAss. A little bit of a late barracks as he's about to start floating 1,000 food. And no gold, very little wood. 3 samurai attacking the forward tower here. See if Knuschel or if KickAss can take this out. One of the dogs distracting the samurai, preventing the samurai from sieging there, putting some damage on the samurai there. Good control from Knuschel. And 700 coin coming in for Knuschel after the ATP, and it looks like Knuschel is about to get ready to start aging up here. Looks like the tower, ooh, it's going to be close. Will the tower go down? Only a single samurai left, and now the explorer moving in. Oh, but the Japan explorer is moving in to finish the dog off. And that's going to be a close one here. Outpost with 120 health, samurai with 67. 2 more dogs being trained. Will the outpost go down? Oh, and the explorers finish off the outpost. The 3 samurai taking out the outpost. And here's some Yumi now. But the 2 explorers do go down. The KickAss sitting on 40 shrine population and floating 1,000 food just about. Looking at the recalculated eco, KickAss is ahead 22 to 19, but there is 3 TPs, not stagecoach yet. But that is very significant. And market now going down for Knuschel. And let's see what is the second shipment. There should be another shipment on the way. I feel like the shipments are so slow for KickAss. I don't think he's been getting much XP in this game. No, I don't even think there's a shipment on the way. Why does it feel like he's not even going to have a 3rd shipment until like over 8 minutes? I feel like that's really late. Divine Strike the outpost. Couple cows here getting fat for Knuschel. 2 shipments being stacked here. He's lost his forward outpost. And more Yumi's being trained. And so the 3 samurai shipment, it was so good the first time around. Why not send it again? Yumi moving forward here. And there we go, Knuschel now in age 3. Dog does go down as the Spanish explorer retreats from these Yumi. The samurai looking scary moving on in here. And the villagers crossing the map. Are we seeing a villager pull from KickAss? The explorer's still sleeping. Maybe I'll wake up in a little bit. Oh, no, we're just seeing some villagers walk really far together. Wood. No villager pulled yet. Oh, I'm not sure if he's aware. You can use yaks to put on your shrine to increase the shrine's gather rate, but we have some idled yaks here, unfortunately. Spanish gold coming in for Knuschel, which is a very interesting shipment. Let's read it out for you guys. Spanish gold. Precious metals from the New World grant additional coin with all your shipments, starting with this one. This card may be sent one time. 400 coin crate with every shipment. Status set to active. Delivers 1 huge crate of 400 coin. So the shipment essentially ships 400 coin, and then every time you ship another shipment, you get an additional, you get 400 coin with that additional shipment. So if Knuschel just shipped 1,000 wood, but he also got 400 coin with it. So just sent a 1,400 coin shipment, or 1,400 resource shipment. Quite an interesting shipment there, that Spanish gold. I believe it was changed since RE. Check and correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe the Spanish gold was, I don't believe it, that's how it was on RE. So we have the fake villager pull, just going for the middle trees here on the map. And 5 fishing boats now for KickAss. He's going to be focusing on his eco. Oh, wow, unfortunately there's a warship, I guess, from the age up here. Just hanging out, barely missing the fishing boats. The Yumi push is coming with the 3 samurai, but the 2 falconets. Let's see if KickAss has some nightmares after that last game. Those cannon volleys, those heavy cannon shots on the skirmishers in game 2. More Yumis being trained here. KickAss committing to the H2 here. And we got walls coming down, so KickAss going with the Yumi walls here, but he's only on 70 shrine population. 5 more fishing boats being shipped, so eco-wise, KickAss is ahead, 39 to 24, but we have this, no, this is not stagecoach yet. It's not stagecoach, but it is a 3 TP line. which is bringing in a ton of XP for Knuschel, and he has cannons, and he's now pushing, went with upgraded musketeers. So let's see if the Yumi walls can hold here. There are gaps here in the walls, however. Now pulling the villagers back. Where's his explorers? His explorers are here, I think, in the mix of his army. And there are a lot of gaps in these walls here. A little gap there, a little gap there, a little gap there. We got a little gap there. And no, I think that one's kind of a gap. And now the Lancer is being shipped. Cannon's looking to start firing away here. Villager hanging out. Taking the shrine down and just about housing KickAss here almost. Yumi looking for a flank, and that is a lot of Lancers. Using the Kinesi tactics to re-wall, I like it, but I don't know if he'll buy him enough time. Looks like he's going with the counter Yumi raid. You gotta get these walls up quicker though. It's kind of late to drop this wall here. TC is gonna go down. It looks like TC is targeting the cannon, but I think there's only like 3 villagers in the TC. Oh, these Lancers did not want to mess with these Yumi. They got afraid. They saw Yumi and they were like, no, 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 no. Oh, wait a minute. They got brave though, and now they're moving in. Nope. They're like, no, no, I don't want to deal with you. I am getting out of there. Yumi's trying to find some good positioning here. Really good choke points here. Pretty good control from KickAss here with the Yumis. Yumis and walls. Who knows? He may find out that those Yumi went down. May find out that Japan is KickAss's new civ. What if KickAss starts spamming Japan games and we have a new... Did we just create a new Yumi wall player? And 3 samurais still hanging out here, ready for the Lancers to arrive. Divine Strike! The Lancers now getting on top of the Yumi, but the samurais are moving into position. Oh, those are a lot of Lancers coming. And reinforcing Lancers. The gate. And not looking good for the Yumi here, as they are getting surrounded. And there it is, KickAss. This is lucky indeed. KickAss tapping out the GG, well played. And there we go, Knuschel taking this first series 3-0. This is how we open the GUA June 2020 subscriber tournament with Knuschel picking up a 3-0 versus KickAss. It was a pretty entertaining series. I mean, all in all, KickAss put up a pretty good fight. Knuschel was a pretty big favorite going into this. You know, most people would expect a 3-0, but that game too was really, really close, where KickAss could have, you know, was winning at certain times and looked like he could potentially have won game 2. And even in game 1, there was a point where KickAss was up for a brief period where it looked like he could have been in a good spot, but he was not able to get either of those games go his way. And then this third game going a bit one-sided here to Knuschel. So that is it. That wraps up the first series in the GUA June 2020 sub-tournament. Like I said, there's a $500 prize pool for this tournament. It's me throughout the whole month of June. I'm going to be streaming the entire tournament live on my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/giveyouanxiety. I'll have links down below in the description if you guys are watching this on YouTube. But yeah, that's me it for this series, and we'll see you guys in the next one.